Hello, everyone. Good evening. I hope you are having an amazing Wednesday. I am back with another episode of Meet the Coach. If you can hear me, I want you guys to just type hi or say hashtag live. Let me just make few settings before I invite my guest today. I have an amazing coach as guest, and this coach is somebody who has been my mentor in my social media uh, journey and trying to build my personal brand. So I've been under her mentorship. So it's really I'm really excited today to invite and how to know more about this amazing and massively successful coach, somebody who's an expert in her field. And before we dive in, I just want to know if you can hear me. Can you just type hi or type hashtag live? I'll just invite them in a few seconds. Just making sure that there are no technical glitches. Oh yeah, I got one. So let me introduce this amazing coach who is somebody who believes in getting her clients to be more authentic about themselves and their business. And then she builds a brand based on that. So just allow me to add my guest to this stream. Please welcome Ms. Shauna Smith. Hey, can you hear me?
Ah, I can hear you. I heard the crowd clapping in the background in my imagination.
They, I'm sure they are doing that, and you are quite popular. And I'm sure you already have few people watching, so I'm sure they must be your fans who are watching this.
I don't know if they're my fans. They're probably
But
my friends and people that I connect with. So I love that connecting part of business.
yeah, I think this is something that you are really amazing at, and this is something that I think makes you so genuine and so amazing at what you do. Because I mean, you are one of those few people who I have found so easy to connect and talk to, and you are one of those people who are always willing to add value and help people out. And I mean, I've always looked up to you, or I'll reach out to you for tips, and they've really helped me build more credibility and more authenticity in building my audience. So thank you so much for that.
Thank you. No, you know that we connected a while ago and we just kept, talking. And sometimes people don't realize that it doesn't have to be about closing a deal. Sometimes it's just about connecting and building, and then something
Mm,
eventually comes out of it, or not. You just have a great friend in business who you can help support one another, because we talk about a lot of business challenges and good things, and like tonight we both celebrated. We both have coaches, and you know what I mean. So this is very important in the world of
yeah,
branding and business.
yeah, yeah, that's so true. And I mean, so let me just jump right in and ask. I mean, how did you start it? Can you tell us a bit about your journey?
Well, I started out I had a real estate business that it went pretty well, and I was so focused on the business I didn't realize that I was kind of becoming a trailblazer for what I was doing. And I'm naturally a connector. I naturally love with 10 more loves people. And so building that business, I had a live networking group at that point in my actual real estate business. I did a lot of networking. I did a lot of education and a lot of branding and marketing within the company. I did that. And over time, I realized that I liked that part more than than the actual real estate. And then from there, it just
Mhm.
was a whole journey for me. And that was about 17. That was probably about 10 years ago. And so my branding career just has evolved over 10 to 12, actually longer than that. I'm naturally a person that sees the best in everybody. Even when sometimes people don't show you their best, I still see it, especially in business. I just can see. I think if you have a strategic mind, I naturally have a strategic mind. So with seeing the best in somebody and having a massively strategic mind, it helps you pull out what that person wants to say to people and do it in a way that shines the light on them. So it's just like a natural gift. I really feel we all have something that's very inherent in us, whether we went to school for it or not. And I think that's just how it happened, and it's just growing and growing. My journey is about. It used to be about real estate only now, and then it used to be about just realtors. Now it's about people, places, and things, meaning like products and things like that. I'm really excited to start working with small cities, small ones. I'm not trying to do Atlanta. Okay. I'm just saying like a
Mhm.
small city that just started that needs to put themselves on the map. Same concept, same type of media, same team. You need maybe a little more people, but it's still about finding something genuine, excuse me, and amazing about that place and that person.
Yeah, I love it, and it's like the three P's that you are talking about: people, places, and products. So that's really amazing.
Yeah, I love it.
So
It's
yeah, so I mean, can you tell us a bit about how you've shared that you've been in real estate and it was all about that, but where are you right now and how this last year has been for you as a coach, as you and for your business? I mean, with the pandemic and everything.
well, the pandemic was very interesting. At first it was scary, so I went back home to my hometown in Virginia for a few months to be with family, and then when I came back home, I think a lot of us did some soul searching because we are just home. We don't have any distractions anymore. It's just us trying to figure out what do we want to really do in our hearts. And people always talk about that client avatar kind of thing, and that is a real thing. And I think it's really, if you've ever had the opportunity to work with your ideal client, you know what it is once you actually have them, because there's no push and
Yes.
pull. There's no questioning your talents. There's no telling you how to do your job. They just trust, and things just go so beautifully, and they get the results that you have intended for them. And so over during the COVID, I was able to really figure out who that is, where they are in life, and how to tell if people are actually ready to brand. I had a problem with wanting it more than the people who were buying it. Right? So branding is not an easy journey. Putting yourself out there is not easy. Asking people to give you 10 pictures of themselves in the day to day, because I've talked to you a couple times. I was like, Adil, what are you to show us what the park looks like? I mean, you're in a whole nother culture. We would definitely be interested to see the food, the outdoors, like things like that. And that makes people get to know who you are. Yeah, you're a coach and we know that part, but at the end of the day, if I met you at a party, you're not going to be able to go through all those things that you do, those bullet points and all the things you've done over 10 years. We're going to talk about the weather. We're going to talk about where you're from, maybe your outfit, and whatever you're drinking or eating, right? This isn't that what we do in real
Yes.
life? It's the same thing on social media. That's why it's called social media. And so branding is about
Yeah.
bringing all that stuff to the forefront, and that will bring people into your world. And if they match your world, then that's a good person for your business, potentially, if they're ready to do whatever it is that you service.
Yeah, that's so true. I still remember the 40-40-20 advice you gave me. And we have JT over here with us, so he's also mentioning about the food. And just to share, we had a call yesterday, and I told him about one food that is very popular over here. It's called biryani. I hope JT could get some of it over there, can get to find. that biryani over there. So
JT's
just a
gonna be
shout out to
around the world
JT.
soon. He's gonna be in about a year or two. JT's gonna be all over the world because he's ready. He's ready to travel.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's awesome. He's doing a
Oh
great
yeah.
job. So he's really an amazing person. Yeah. So so well, yeah. So I totally relate to that. So I mean, can you just quickly give one tips to other coaches who are just starting out, or even other business professionals who are using social media to grow their personal brand? Uh, what's that one quick tip that you want to give them? That's something that they can immediately start implementing.
Um, so we can talk about the 40-40-20, right?
Yeah.
I finally figured something out one day when I was with Tara Lee and Chella to explain how to post. Actually, it's not even just posting. It's your social media, your email newsletters, your videos, anything that you do on a regular basis to your clientele should be 40-40-20. And 40% of your posting or content should be you, nothing to do with the business, your day, if you're comfortable with sharing your family. If you're not, that's fine. But your favorite tea, your fuzzy socks, your plants. I like candles. There's a candle behind me. There's a globe. I mean, there's so many things people know about me. So by the time they meet me, I don't have to go through a whole bunch of stuff because they feel like they know me, which they do because I've taken the time to share it. The other 40% is content. It's not asking for the sale. It's not, hey, buy or sell from me, or I have a special today. It's just letting people know. It's almost your resume to prove that you know what you're talking about before we get on the phone. So social media gives you an opportunity to sell yourself to the person who is perfect for you if you utilize it properly and actually have a good time. Because I do believe the energy behind you posting matters. So if you ever notice, I'm sure you have, that you're posting on a bad day, like maybe you're a little under the weather or not feeling that great, and you post and it gets no traction. And those days that you're super hyper and happy, you post and oh my God, that post blows up. There's a correlation between that. I can't explain it. I just have known it over the years. But the final part of the 40-40-20 is the sales part. And it doesn't necessarily mean asking for the direct sale. It could be, I'm having a webinar, I'm going to be doing a live, I'm going to be doing a sale, or just a lot of different things that gets people to take action with you so that you can go further into the process. And then after your 40-40-20, there's like steps to branding, because there's systems and other things that come in play, which is what we were talking about before we got on. All right, you're doing a great job on social media, and we're not going to talk about this tonight, but systems is another part of branding. Without systems,
That's so true.
ooh, it's something.
That's so true. And I know, I mean, from our previous conversations that we can go on, and you can do a mini masterclass right now. But I do understand you have a call soon after this, so I won't be taking much of your time. But I do want to talk about the recent group coaching that you've started. So I would love for you to just share a bit about that and tell us what all that is.
Oh, yes. So, yeah, this year started my coaching journey because I've been coaching really for the whole time I've been doing this. But I had so many friends like cornering me and calling me, if you don't do a program, we're going to go crazy. Like, stop doing this for free. And I was like, well, it's not really about the money, but it's more about the people who invest in themselves and the time with me. I'm willing to go further down the rabbit hole of branding. And so my current coaching group, we are expanding and growing, connecting and learning, because it's like I told you, this group coaching is for the person who really wants to brand, but they're usually introverted or they're too busy working. They don't know how to share that other 40-40. They only do the 20. Bye, but do this, do this. So the person who really wants to start naturally doing this in all platforms, not just social media, also understanding the systems, because in our coaching, I went through the systems first. Then I did the branding, because what I didn't want them to do was do all the stuff we're going to be doing And then you get these leads coming in and they're like, oh my God, well, where are your leads? I don't know. It's on a notebook I left at the coffee shop. Right. So the coaching, the 12 weeks is really about implementation, inner joy, understanding how to share it the proper way. Also, a lot of connecting with everybody because branding is about sharing your heart. And then at the end, the last part of it is about leads. So we do get leads together. That is, I believe marketing should have results. So in our coaching program, the last part of it, the last 3 weeks is all about leads. So I'm excited. I can't wait to the next session, which will be June 14th. Um, and I always send a surprise gift. Every session is kind of on your feet for the first 10-20 minutes because you never know which direction I'm going to go. But overall, it's a lot of fun and it's very warm and inviting. So I'm so loving it. More and more every week.
Yeah. Well, that's amazing. And yours, I mean, you just shared that you have the next batch, which is starting on June 14th. So
Yeah.
is there any way, I mean, those who are interested or those who want to know more about it, how they can reach out to you?
You can email me because I really want to actually talk to people who are interested first. I want to see where they are. It's something that's very special. It goes deep, but it definitely gets results, and I want to make sure that that person is ready. So just email me, and we'll get on a Calendly, and we'll do our Zoom, and make sure you are ready for the journey because it's a journey but it's a lot of fun.
So can you please just check? I've shared your email address over there if it's correct.
It is
It's on the
correct.
screen right now. Okay.
I
And
see
I
it.
also request, because this is right now, we are streaming this on Facebook and it's going live. So what I'll do is after this live, I'll tag you in that thread. And if you can quickly share your contact details or how you would want people to reach out to you so that it's convenient for them to directly connect with you even on Facebook, if that's what you prefer.
Okay. No, I sure will. And if there's any questions later on, I'll definitely jump in and answer.
Yeah. Uh, well, that's great. It's always fun and learning whenever we got to talk. So I always learn ton and ton of things from you. So it's been a pleasure. I know you have a meeting that's starting in few minutes, so I won't keep you for long. But I
Yeah.
really hope that our audience have enjoyed, even those who will watch this on replay. Do reach out to her. I mean, even if, I mean, work, like you said, I mean, selling something is secondary, but the kind of value and the insights that you'll get from her is going to be amazing. I have experienced that personally. So do reach out to her, do connect with her, and do explore about her coaching program as well. It's an amazing program. And so thank you so much, Shauna, for being on the show,
Thank you,
and I
Adil.
really appreciate taking your time out. And to our audience, I mean, next week we'll be back with another amazing coach. Till then, have fun and good evening. Bye bye.